The Shadow in the Attic. In the small town of Hollowbrook, there was a centuries-old house known as the Thornton Estate. The mansion had been abandoned for as long as anyone could remember, and the townspeople spoke of a shadowy figure seen moving through the attic windows on moonlit nights. When Ethan, a young historian with a fascination for old buildings, moved to town, he was drawn to the Thornton Estate. He hoped to uncover its secrets and perhaps bring a little history back to life. Armed with his camera and a flashlight, Ethan approached the mansion one foggy evening. As he stepped through the grand entrance, the scent of dust and neglect greeted him. The interior was as expected, a maze of cobweb-covered furniture and forgotten relics. Ethan made his way up the grand staircase to the attic, where the shadows seemed to gather in anticipation. The attic was vast, filled with old trunks, broken mirrors, and faded paintings. Ethan noticed a large, ornate mirror standing against the far wall, its surface cracked, but still reflecting the dim light of his flashlight. As he examined the mirror, he noticed a shadow moving behind him, though there was no one else in the room. Heart pounding, Ethan turned around, but the room was empty. The shadow seemed to shift and grow darker, as though it had a will of its own. He followed the shadow to a dusty old trunk in the corner of the attic. Opening the trunk, Ethan found a collection of old letters and a diary. The diary belonged to Margaret Thornton, the last of the Thornton family. The entries spoke of Margaret's troubled life, including her forbidden love affair with a young man named Thomas, who was tragically killed in an accident. Margaret had been heartbroken, and her sorrow had apparently bound her spirit to the house. As Ethan read the diary, he realized that Margaret's grief was so profound that her spirit remained trapped, searching for her lost love. Determined to help, Ethan searched through the letters and discovered that Thomas had been buried in a cemetery on the outskirts of town. He arranged for a memorial service to honor Thomas and Margaret's love. On the night of the memorial, Ethan returned to the attic. As the moonlight streamed through the cracked windows, the shadow appeared once more, but this time it seemed to shimmer with a gentle light. Margaret's spirit appeared beside him, her sorrowful eyes now filled with a glimmer of hope. "Thank you for bringing us together again," she whispered, with the final words of gratitude. Margaret and Thomas's spirits merged, their forms dissolving into a peaceful, radiant light. The shadow in the attic vanished, leaving behind only a sense of calm. The Thornton estate was eventually restored and opened as a museum, with Ethan's book detailing the story of Margaret and Thomas as its centerpiece. The house, now a place of history and reflection, stood as a testament to the power of love and the importance of acknowledging the past.